Residents across the United States have reported strange noises, which are described as loud booms and are able to rattle buildings. What's odd about this phenomenon is that it's not new. In fact, people in the United States and other parts of the world have reported these noises for hundreds of years, and although scientists and researchers have conducted a variety of tests, we are still no closer to understanding what these noises are and where they're coming from. Residents have put forward a variety of different theories, ranging from jets, military equipment, earthquakes, UFOs and sky phenomena, but due to them being reported for hundreds of years, it rules out some of these suggestions. These skyquakes are described by those who have heard them as being a loud boom, with the witnesses always mentioning that the noise is definitely coming from the sky, once again ruling out the possibility of it being a heavy machinery, which was a suggestion that was put forward a while back. Some of the areas that these noises have been heard include the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Iran, Australia, Italy and various other countries. One of the problems with determining where these noises is coming from is that the reports are inconsistent. For example, some have reported that these noises only happen offshore, while residents in the United States have reported that they're happening above their houses, and in some cases are able to break windows, while people in Canada have said that the mysterious booms happen most frequently at night. These different testimonies have made it hard to track down an official answer for what's happening. Writer James Cooper said the following about the noises. It's a sound resembling the explosion of a heavy piece of artillery that can be accounted for by none of the known laws of nature. The report is deep, hollow, distant and imposing. The lake seems to be speaking to the surrounding hills, which send back the echoes of its voice in accurate reply. Teams of scientists have said the most likely answer is that these noises are created by earthquakes, raging storms or secret military exercises that the public is not aware of. However, they've admitted that they don't have a concrete answer for what's happening. Also, some of these explanations don't make sense. For example, why would the military carry out these tests over crowded areas, especially considering that there's various locations where they could carry out these experiments without being seen or heard. A team of seismologists from the University of North Carolina have recently published some theories about what could be causing the noises. They said the following. We wanted to go through local news articles, create a catalogue of instances of the noises, and then try to verify them with actual seismoacoustic data. Out of the data they collected, they discovered that 2 of the sensors had picked up some unusual readings, and this was near Cape Fear and Carolina Beach. Oddly enough though, some of this data just caused more confusion, as some of the skyquakes caused the ground to shake, but the scientists couldn't find any earthquake records that coincided with the event, meaning that something was causing the ground to shake, and it definitely wasn't an earthquake or any other naturally occurring event. The researchers continued with the following. Generally speaking, we believe this is an atmospheric phenomenon. We don't think it's coming from seismic activity. We're assuming it's propagating through the atmosphere rather than the ground. Presumably, these are not all the same thing producing the booming sounds. The United States Geological Survey recently came forward and said the following on their website. Reports of unidentified booms have emerged from different places around the world for hundreds of years, and although many of the boom stories remain a mystery, others have been explained. Most of the booms that people hear or experience are the result of human activity, such as an explosion, a large vehicle going by, nearby construction or sometimes a sonic boom. But there have been many reports of booms that cannot be explained by man-made sources. Some of those booms are associated with a variety of interesting natural phenomena, including earthquakes. In the United States, most reports of mysterious booms come from the northeast and along the east coast, but there have also been observations along the west coast. Those along the east coast have not been directly studied and explained, but we can deduce from observations and measurements in the west coast locations that at least some of the East Coast booms are associated with very small earthquakes. Small shallow earthquakes sometimes produce rumbling sounds, or booms that can be heard by people who are close by. High-frequency vibrations from the shallow earthquake generate the booming sound. When earthquakes are deeper, those vibrations never reach the surface. Sometimes the earthquakes create booming sounds even when no vibrations are felt. Of course, most booming sounds that people hear are not caused by earthquakes. Some other common and not so common natural causes are lightning, storms and tsunami waves, meteors and sand dunes. Man-made causes include sonic booms, explosions and construction. Data has shown us that there's been an increase in these reports, with researchers noting that the majority of these can't be explained by things like earthquakes or sonic booms. This year, residents in England have reported a swarm of these noises, and these happened in various places across the country, saying that they could be heard making a deep rumbling sound and ending after several seconds, leaving residents baffled as to where the strange noises came from. Data has shown us that the noises last from 1 to 10 seconds. Another idea that was suggested was that these noises were being created by meteors producing a sonic boom. But once again, if this was the case, the event would likely be recorded and known by space agencies. Although the United States Geological Survey said that most of these can be explained as natural phenomena, when they do eventually get investigated, the large majority of them remain a mystery. Throughout human history are references and mentions of incredible cities. These were said to litter the world, but when researchers have gone to investigate them further, it seems that no trace of them can be found. These cities are often regarded as lost cities, though there is a debate on whether or not they once truly existed. There are many people that believe that not only were our ancestors significantly more advanced than us, but that perhaps advanced civilizations flourished in the past, and were far more abundant and capable than what we give them credit for. Originally seen as nothing more than a ridiculous theory, the idea of an advanced prehistoric age has come to the forefront in archaeological discoveries, and even more frequently in communities that look at theories that involve species outside of our planet. What many people often struggle to understand, however, is what could have been the particular cause for these advanced civilizations, and why is it today that these ancient technologies have been lost to us? There's a famous quote made by Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientific minds of the modern age, and a key figure in the area of the golden age of enlightenment in quantum physics, which states the following: "I do not know with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." This insight has led many theorist communities to ask the question on whether or not this has been the first time we've discovered this technology. Could it be that humans are engaged in a cycle of self-destruction, and when our technology reaches a certain point, we act self-destructively and have to restart humanity all over again? Given the fact that fossils of the modern human have been found stretching as far back as 200,000 years, and that the first ancient civilizations did not form until roughly 10,000 years ago, this would then assume that there was a 190,000 year period in which humans did nothing. Of course, this could not be the case. It's become a very real possibility that perhaps nuclear arms and technology has been in an unbreakable loop for millennia, and that perhaps we are merely nearing our end. It could be that these advanced ancient civilizations could be nothing more than a warning to our modern age, that if we do not learn from our mistakes, we are doomed to repeat them. Another theory is that these civilizations may have come to an end due to things outside of their control, with physicists, scientists and researchers saying that we actually have proof of this happening. A huge meteorite hit our planet 13,000 years ago, and it wiped out various different animal species, but researchers have also said that it could have taken out advanced civilizations. A team of researchers said that when the meteorite hit Earth, the planet cooled dramatically, with some tests showing that it dropped below -10 degrees. During the Younger Dryas, Data has shown us that it wasn't just dozens of animals that went extinct, but also various different cultures, with the team saying that the event created a sort of global reset. Interestingly, Göbekli Tepe is one place that's been affected by this impact. It was commonly believed in the timeline of humanity that human beings first formed in tribes, then villages, then developed agriculture, and then formed complex nations and allies. This might not be the case anymore as archaeologists uncovered the site of Göbekli Tepe. The dating for the stones and areas appears to go back as far as 10,000 BCE, a much older point in time than people realized humans could have possibly formed complex cities and temples, as agriculture would not have been formed for another couple of thousand years. It's due to this that the site is regarded by many as the single most important archaeological discovery, due to the fact that its existence and finding could profoundly change the understanding that we have of the crucial stages in the early developmental period of human society and technological advancements. Regarded as the world's first temple, Göbekli Tepe consists of massively carved stones in modern-day Turkey that is arranged in ways that would create complex concentric circles from its base. This would be at a period of time in human history predating the use of any forms of metal tools. Unfortunately, given its popularity amongst certain groups, a lot of information has been lost due to tourists visiting the site and removing large chunks of rocks, or important engravings on the side of the temple as personal keepsakes for themselves. This has led researchers to halt any further research in the area, to first attempt to preserve the site for further conservation with 3D imaging, pictures, weather protection, and blocked off pathways from tourists, before any other crucial historical information is lost forever. Until such efforts can be finished, no new information surrounding the ancient temple will be published. So what do you make of the idea that advanced civilizations have been wiped out by meteorites? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.